The purpose of a clinical trial is to establish the effectiveness and safety of a new drug or vaccine. This is a critical phase to obtain approval for a new drug and to make it accessible worldwide. Clinical trials don't always involve new molecules or drugs. They are also used to test a different use or a new combination of existing drugs. The number of participants, the use of a placebo or not, depend on the research question and clinical hypothesis. All participants in a clinical trial must give their informed consent. Recruited on a voluntary basis, they are made aware of all potential risks. After a preclinical phase that includes laboratory tests on animals, the drugs undergo a series of tests in several phases. Phase 1 tests are usually conducted on a small number of healthy volunteers. The aim is to verify whether the drug is safe and to determine the most effective dosage. Phase 2 tests require a larger group of patients and are used to determine the effectiveness of the drug. For example, does it stop the disease spreading or cause it to recede even? If these 2 test phases are successful, it's time to proceed to Phase 3 tests, which compare new treatments to the standard treatment. This phase can involve hundreds or thousands of patients in several countries. If the tested treatment performs better than the existing one, it may go on to become the standard treatment. Take the example of multidrug-resistant tuberculosis, a form of tuberculosis standard treatments are no longer effective against. In recent years, 2 new drugs have been developed, bedaquiline and delamanid. The purpose of the endTB project's clinical trial, run by Médecins Sans Frontières and its partners, is to assess various combinations of these new and existing drugs and to identify a more effective, shorter and simpler treatment with fewer side effects. endTB is conducting a Phase 3 clinical trial. The trial will take 4 years and involve 750 patients in 5 countries. An institutional ethics committee has approved the protocol, as have ethics committees in every endTB country. All participants are adult patients. They will each be randomly assigned to one of 5 experimental combinations over a 9-month period, or to the standard 20-month treatment. And the results will be compared. Each patient will be monitored very closely. As the trial progresses, the likelihood of a new patient being assigned to this or that treatment will evolve depending on the results. Should the clinical trial identify more effective and safer treatments, this would revolutionize the treatment of different forms of multidrug-resistant tuberculosis.